I'm Dan at Boxing TV here with a fantastic guy. Love this guy to be. It's Ekow Essuman. Now, next for you, Harry Scarff. So I spoke to Harry a little bit earlier on, and it was quite funny. It's all in jest. He was talking about he's looking at you, and I said, what goes through a fighter's mind when you know he's got your dream? What are you going to do? What does it talk to me from your perspective? What does it do? Do you business as usual? Seem quite a cool character.
It's you know what it's in boxing. You can say it's not personal, but it is because someone's coming for what you've got. When you know that someone, it can ramp things up a bit. For me, it's always business as usual. Any opponent that I have, especially after I've won the English and have stepping up, winning the British. For some people, the British is like their world title match. So whoever you get for the British defence, be it mandatory or a voluntary defence, the person you're fighting, they're coming to win. It's going to be the best version of them. So I expect the best version of Harry. But the thing is, I've been looking at Harry because Harry was raring off from early. As soon as I won that British title, there were tweets going off, and I was like, oh, come on, man. Like, a bit distasteful. So I said to him, if you want the shot, work your way into welterweight. Yeah. So he went welterweight, but he was calling me out before he was even in the welterweight rankings or having made welterweight. But I respect him in the fact that he's won the English title and he's earned the right to be my next victim of success. So
I was surprised at the size of him. He's really quite big, isn't he? For a while, he's quite tall. He's quite a lot taller than you, isn't he?
I don't think he's much taller than Chris Congo. Chris Congo is also a man mountain, and Danny Bull was a man mountain as well. So size doesn't bother me.
Do you need to take this fight though?
This fight for me, just carrying on, taking over, having credible, really up their opponents, keeping me sharp, keeping me active. Because right now I was number 6, I'm number 5 in the IBF ranking. Obviously the belts are locked up. Until Spence and Crawford fight, there's actually not that much movement going on in the top 10 rankings. So if you're not fighting for the belts, then you're not fighting. And if you're not fighting, you're getting ring rust. So we're just in that position where I don't think about it as, oh, do I really need to take this fight or that fight? I take it as working towards my dream. The two guys at the top are fighting soon, thankfully, and I've got a fight penciled in. So I'm not looking past that fight. My fight penciled in.
Absolutely, it's hard to not take it personally when you're at the top of the tree, which you are in Britain right now. It's hard to not take it personally because they're not necessarily after you; they're after what you've got. Yeah. So I spoke to Danny Bull. Danny Bull was on my show last week, I think, or the week before, and he's like, "Oh, I need to get this loss. I need to get this win back from Ekow Essuman." How hard is it to try and not take it too personally?
You have to fleet between taking it personally and not taking it personally because, yes, as you said, I can't blame someone for wanting the British title or for wanting some of the titles that I have because I was that person. Yeah. Earlier on in my career, I was calling out whoever had the belts, getting real personal, thinking, yeah, I want to fight him. And then I realized as soon as they lost the belt, it wasn't about them. It was about whoever had the belt next. So then I realized it's about the belt. So it comes with the territory. As I've said before, when I won the British, heavy is the head of the crown. So obviously everyone's coming for my neck, and I'm coming for the people above me. So I don't take it personal that people are coming, but I take it personal that they want what I have. Yeah. So just gotta keep them down, show them the levels.
Yeah, absolutely, it's such a tough division you're in. There's some incredibly talented fighters in the division, but there's also some incredibly talented fighters domestically within there. Do you feel you're past that now? Do you feel? I know you're fighting Harry Scarff. And Harry Scarff is absolutely an avoided man. He is. He's tall. He's big. He's won. I think he's 2-time English champion, if I remember rightly, in 2 different weights. The reason I said, do you need to do this? Because there's no reason why you can't do what Tyler Denny's done and gone down the European path or gone down an international path. So is there any reason you feel that the British title is something you need to keep it right now rather than move on to other honours?
It's a way of guaranteeing me, as I said before, good, credible opponents and good fights, as opposed to, like, there's some people, and I'm not saying that like the people that you've just mentioned, some people take the international route and don't take as much credible opponents as they can. moving on to the world stage, and I'm not about to go on the world stage having not fought credible people to prepare me for that.
Yeah.
So even Harry Scarff coming forward, people say he's got a horrible style. It's not horrible. He's a spoiler. He's good at taking away people's attributes and making it hard for them to do what they do good. And people think I'm a textbook boxer, but I'm a chess player. I'm clinical, so I've been preparing for him for a while. It's great for us, our two cities coming together because of the Nottingham and Derby. But it'll be a good, great, exciting match. And won't be any love lost. Not that we hate each other, but there won't be any love lost. Yeah, looking forward to it.
Ekow, genuinely always a gentleman. Love to the family, and thanks for speaking with me.
Thanks for having me.